All right, so now that the NBA season is over, congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The draft happened last week. I want to talk about what's really important to the NBA, and that is LeBron James. So I watched the NBA Finals, right? Which was incredible, by the way. Highly skilled, highly competitive, physical, dramatic. But I've noticed throughout the entirety of the playoffs that the game was more physical than it's been in a long time. The ref wasn't making any calls. They were letting the players play. There wasn't any flopping going on. The NBA Finals was being determined by two teams that was built from the ground up. There wasn't a lot of star power on either team. Just fantastic, competitive basketball. But my question is this, and I know LeBron James has done a lot for the sport of basketball, right? One of the greatest players to ever play the game. He's been the face of the NBA for the last 20 years, and he generated a lot of money. But when LeBron James retires, from a visual standpoint and style of play, will the game really miss him? Because when you talk about flopping, right? Look, and everybody flops. Dennis Rodman was flopping before LeBron James even got to the NBA. But LeBron James, he does it excessively to the point where we start to question his toughness. Now, I haven't seen a lot of flopping in the playoffs since the Lakers were eliminated. And I got to tell you, I don't miss it. And not just LeBron. Throughout the NBA, you have players throwing up their hands to the ref, trying to get the whistle blown whenever they drove into the paint. The NBA was starting to become unbearable to watch. And I'm from Philly. And this city, myself included, was sick and tired of seeing Joel Embiid on the ground after every offensive possession. He too damn big to be getting knocked to the ground that much. And the super teams, and whenever I mention that, people always revert to the 2008 Boston Celtics with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. And you wouldn't be wrong. But it didn't really start to become a problem until LeBron James decided to take his talents to South Beach. Because now you had the biggest stars in the league ring chasing instead of staying where they were and building that franchise. They never stayed put. LeBron James, Cleveland, Miami, back to Cleveland, LA, James Harden, OKC, Houston, Brooklyn, Sixers, Clippers, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant. Unforgettable. And now he's in Houston. Got Paul George, Pacers, Clippers, OKC, Philly, JaVale McGee, Denver, Sacramento, Mavericks, Wizards, Sixers, Cleveland, Phoenix, Lakers, Warriors. When LeBron James retires, the era of the big three, the super teams, the ring chasing, it all goes with him. Who's going to miss that? Not me. Not me. Start from the ground up, build a young team that can grow together, develop some chemistry so they can get to know each other's individual strength so that collectively they can play better as a team, like OKC or the Denver Nuggets, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Golden State Warriors, the Boston Celtics. Because I got to tell you, this all-in, win-now, star power big three mentality isn't working. And neither is trusting the process. So the excessive flopping, the ring chasing, the era of the super teams and the big threes, the NBA players acting like divas, once LeBron James retires, that's all going to go with him. Who's going to miss that? Not me. I can't take it to the next scene any better than that.